Hi everybody, this is Ed Puzzle number 16. This is a review for your test number 1. So what we're going to do first is find the slope, the rate of change. Those are going to be the first 4 questions on your test. So to do this, here's what you need to do. First thing you need to do is you need to pick 2 points. Now the points have to go perfectly through the cross, through the grid, the gray lines. And the graph is a dark line that has to go perfectly through the cross. That's how you pick the points. After you do that, you're going to draw the stairs. After you do that, you're going to count. Now you're going to count rise over run. How many goes in this direction, up and down, over the run, sideways? So let's do an example. Okay, so let's pick 2 points. So again, the graph has to go perfectly through the cross. So this right here does not count as a point because it goes through the middle. This though, right here, there's the cross, there's the T, so that goes perfectly through it. So that counts. So let me see, am I on the draw tool? Okay, right here, that counts as 1. I don't like that. How do I make this? Oh. Right there. Okay, that goes through the middle. That does not count as a point. This one does. So now I'm going to draw my stairs. Okay. So it's going to be like this and like this. So how many does it rise? It rises 1 entire block. That's 1. How many does it run? 1, 2. 1, 2. So my slope is going to be, my rise was 1, so it's going to be 1 over 2. And that's my slope. 1 over 2. And it's going in this direction. If I were to write my name, my name is going up. So it's going to be a positive 1 over 2. And that's my slope. So let's do another one. Okay, let's do the next one. So what I want you to do is, what is the first step? The first step is that you pick 2 points. So how do you know how to do that? All right, so let me zoom in and I'm going to ask you if these count as points. So let me start here. Does this one count as a point? I'll put a dot on it and then I want you to tell me, does that count as a point? It does because it goes perfectly through the cross. Does this one count as a point? No, because here's the cross and it goes under it. Does this one? No. Does this one? No. Does this one? Yes. So we've picked our 2 points. Now we're going to count the rise over the run. So we're going to make our triangle. All right, so I want you to tell me, how many does it rise? So rise is the up and down right here. How many does it rise? 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to tell me, how many does it run? Running would be in this direction. How many does it run? 1, 2, 3, 4. So your slope is 3 over 4. Is your slope positive or negative? Because you would write your name on it. Your name is going up, so your slope is positive. Very good. Let me do the next one. Okay, that was the same one. All right, now the next questions I'm gonna ask you is, what's the movement? So you're gonna have to tell me if it goes down, up, left, right, and how many. So if my slope is negative, if your slope is negative, that means you're gonna be going down. So you would write, if it's negative 1 over 5, negative means you go down. How many down? That's the top number. So you'd be going 1 down. Okay, so your answer would be 1 down. Now, the bottom number, the denominator, so you have a top number. That top number tells you how many up or down, your rise. The bottom number is your run, sideways. So you always go to the right, unless you're running out of space. Always go to the right. So your run, you're going to the right. The bottom number is 5. So you would say 5 to the right. That would be the correct answer for the first one. Now, let's look at this other one right here, 6/7. Would you go up or down? This one's positive, so you would be going up. How many up? What would be your answer? How many up? It would be the top number, which is 6, so it'd be 6 up. And how many to the right? That's the bottom number, 7 to the right. That would be the correct answer for that problem. All right, let me do the next one. Now, what if it says 4, just a 4? How do we write a 4 as a fraction? It needs to be 4/1. So it's positive, so how many would you be going up? It'd be 4 up, 1 to the right. So if you have a whole number, it's always over 1, always. Now, we're going to get to these vertical and horizontal graphs. So this is a vertical. It's going up and down. When you have a vertical graph, that's the nose of slope man, and that means your slope is undefined. That's going to be one of the questions. So make sure you know that if it's a vertical line, it's undefined. Now, to write the equation, for all equations for vertical graphs, it's going to be an x equals equation. There's no y values. So it goes through, let me show you. It goes through, oops. It goes to right here, that's 5. So then your equation is x equals 5 because it goes through the 5. I guess it's not letting me write it. X equals 5. That would be your answer for that. So anytime you have a vertical graph up and down, it's going to be an x equals graph. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be a horizontal graph. When you have a horizontal graph, a sideways, that means your slope is 0. That means you don't have any x's in your equation. So it's only going to be a y equals. It goes through 6. That's the y-intercept. So it's going to be y equals 6. That's all you have to do. So remember, a horizontal line, your slope is 0. This is the mouth of slope man. Now, we're going to get to the y-intercepts of the banana. So y-intercepts are always on the y-axis. That means it's a number line, which means it has numbers on it. It's going to have a y at the top. Where does it cross? Where does your graph cross it? The graph is the purple part. So where does it cross? And that's what I like to draw the little banana B for the beginning point. So it crosses right here. Right there. That number is 1, positive 1. So your y-intercept is 1. Wherever the graph crosses the y-axis. Okay, I want you to try the next one. Oh, I thought I had another graph. Here we go. All right, so what's the y-intercept here? Find the y-axis. Crosses right there at 3. Right there. I'm going to put the little banana right there. Crosses at 3. So your y-intercept is 3. Now let's talk about the equations. So to get the slope from an equation, it's how many x's there are. So it's going to be the number in front of x. So right here, the number in front of x is 5. So your slope is 5. Okay, what about here? What's your slope on B? How many x's? 3. So your slope is 5 here, and your slope here is 3. Now, the y-intercept is the number that doesn't have any x's. It's the number that is in the equation without any x's or y. So for this one, I would underline the -2. That would be your y-intercept. What about on function b, this one at the bottom? What would be the y-intercept? There's no number there, so if it's nothing, that number, nothing, is a 0. That's how we represent nothing in math, with a 0. All right, so please let me know if you have any questions, and then please get started on your test. Number 1, it's going to be on Google Classroom, and it's how I'm going to be taking attendance for today. Thank you, and see you later.